Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video here going over the changes the College Board released today. Um, so as far as what the AP test is going to look like, they're still going to try to do a simultaneous exam where everybody takes it at the exact same time nationwide. So that's going to be an interesting trick for them to manage. The way they've broke it down is our exam is going to happen on May 11th. For us, it will begin at 4 p.m. because they're going to try to do it in staggered time zones so that every single person is taking the test at the same time. It'll be on a secured browser that they'll send you and you'll have to use during the extent of the test. It's going to be 2 questions split up through the 45-minute time frame. You only get to see one question at a time, so you'll have 25 minutes to answer the first question, which is going to be a modified argumentative essay. And I'm going to go over what that modification looks like, and then we'll have some practices for you after you get back from break. And then once you submit that response, it will open up question 2, which is going to be a modified concept application question. The good news is we've done tons of concept application questions, and the modifications are making sure that it doesn't bleed over into any Unit 4 or 5 topics about like political participation or interest groups and things that are going to be excluded from the test this time around. So for question 1, it's 60% of the weight because it is the more analytical and challenging question. It's derived from the argumentative essay. The points are going to break down this way. So what they've done with the argumentative essay is the old argumentative essay used to require that you talk about an alternative position that could be taken on the argument, so you'd have to basically write about both sides. They've dropped that component from it. So it's still going to follow the argumentative essay rubric roughly, but they've moved some of the point values around a little bit. So the first point is for your thesis statement. They call it your defensible claim here. It doesn't have to be a pure thesis, but it needs to be saying a declarative statement about the position that you're taking that alludes to the evidence that your essay will provide for it. You then have to provide evidence in the form of a foundational document. They're going to give you a list of foundational documents in the question to choose from, but they won't give you any background about it. You'll have to link that evidence and give clear reasoning as to how that evidence upholds your thesis. You'll then provide a second piece of evidence that can also be one of the listed ones, or it can be something from the course, and then you'll also provide the reasoning for that. So you can do this essay in 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph lays out your claim and gives the background of the prompt. The second and third paragraph are each a piece of evidence and the reasoning as to why it supports your claim. You're not going to have a lot of time, so there won't be a lot of time for transition statements, conclusion statements. It's going to be stripped down, claim, evidence, evidence, and you're done, and you'll submit. The concept application question, normally those were 3 parts. Now they're going to basically be 2 parts. The first part will be taking the prompt that they gave you, the newspaper article, passage, article, political cartoon, explain the effects of a political institution, behavior, or process as a result of that prompt, and then transfer your understanding of something from the course and apply them to this situation. So, if it's an article about something the president did, you'll have to explain, a power or action a president could take in the context of that scenario, and then a outcome that could happen with a competing member of the government, a different branch, the Supreme Court, something like that. So that's what the AP test is going to be. It is going to be open note, open book. I'm going to pass along the information that the College Board sent out to us about kind of how to prepare for open note, open book tests. The good news, you've been doing that all year with all of our quizzes. So of all the scenarios, this wasn't the best case, but it wasn't the worst case scenario in terms of how they're going to go about trying to salvage this year's AP tests. As I get more information, I'll pass it along to you, but I just wanted to highlight all of this. There is going to be a makeup testing date available on June 1st, but we'll have to talk to Mr. Egley about what we're going to do about the testing dates versus makeup dates. Other than that, you guys have a good spring break, and we'll get into this when you get back.